very old process. So the way in which I use it, I make photogravures, but you can make gravures from drawings. And you can start with either a digital photo or a traditional film photograph. And I transfer them to a positive transparency because it's much like traditional photography was a negative that then you made into a positive. For this particular process, you need to start with a positive image. So these are positive images that are then transferred to a plate. This is a very thin steel plate that is coated with photopolymer. And what I will do is take the positive, lay it on top of the plate, and then expose it in a unit that has a very, very bright light, remove it, and then I just develop this in water. It cures overnight, and then it's ready to ink up. So I'm doing a 2-plate gravure. You can do as many plates as you so desire. I have a friend right over here, Jorge, who makes 4-plate gravures, and I taught him that, and after I taught him that, he became a master of it. So I don't do 4-plate gravures anymore. I just do 2. So what I'm going to do, it doesn't really matter which one of these plates I ink up first. However, once I get them both inked, I will put the body down on the paper first and run it through the press, and then I'll put this one down. So I'll just go ahead and ink this up. Let's see. And feel free to ask me any questions as I go along. This is basically a water-based ink. It's an Italio ink. We use the Aqua colors to keep any sort of health hazards down from using oil-based. And I'm going to do this plate because it's fairly large. I'm going to ink it up with a brayer.
Can you reuse the plate afterward?
Yes, you can. You would store this plate like you would store a traditional negative or any photograph. You just keep it wrapped and in a cool, dry place. I would say you'd probably get, if you take care of your plate, you could probably get at least 100 images out of it, easy. So I just want to make sure I have a nice coating all over it. And then I'll start removing the ink. So the ink is going to stick to the image areas, and the non-image areas will remain clear. And this is a tarlatan. And this just picks up, it's like a type of cheesecloth.
Is it very difficult to determine how much ink you're going to leave on the plate?
Well, it's something that takes a while to get the hang of. I actually teach photogravure here on various weekends. I do a photogravure workshop. And probably, yeah, the hardest thing to master is the wiping of the plate. You want to wipe just enough, not too much. But after a while, you can get the hang of it, and you can judge when you've taken enough ink off. Because if you're leaving too much ink on the plate, it will stick to your paper.
Do you
So-
have to re-ink the plate after each printing?
You do, yeah. Every time you print this plate, you will re-ink it. So you'll see, I'm taking almost what looks to be every bit of this ink off. So I get it down to where I can see the actual plate, and then I'm gonna take even more off. And then I go to the newspaper.
So there's still
It's a great use.
Yeah, it's about the only use I think anymore.
So the ink on the newsprint doesn't bother it?
It doesn't. Now, if I take that back. If I were printing a color that had a lot of white in it, then I would probably not pull out one of these color pages. I'd probably find the white pages. Or I might even work with a piece of this newsprint that doesn't have any printing